Some guidelines have stood the test of time regarding living intentionally. I aim to deliver 15 lessons of ancient wisdom from a Stoic philosopher, Seneca, along with my learnings. These snippets can help enhance every aspect of your life, regardless of the obstacles encountered. These principles were not only applicable in yesteryears. Instead, it serves today as pointers towards self-development. Be it an advanced seeker or a novice looking to explore the realm of wisdom for the first time, the writings provide ample motivation and direction. Let us embark on this journey to see how Seneca's lessons can be transformed into modern-day practice. It's not so much about the achievement or goal, but rather the journey to it. These insights will steer you towards a life filled with purpose. So buckle up and remember that these lessons can easily be adopted into your everyday life. Now let's illuminate the optimal path towards self-improvement. 1. Start with the hardest part of the job. Seneca was an intelligent chap. He grasped that challenges out of the valuable chains we are normally put into are an opportunity to know ourselves better. So stop and think of the challenge you are currently trying to avoid at all costs. What are some of the strongest no-go zones for you? That might be a difficult project, an overly demanding fitness regime, or some personal issues you would rather do without. Get out of this mindset because that is when you really grow. Remember, opportunity usually comes disguised as a challenge. 2. Identify the important people in your life. Finding the correct people is one of the most necessary tasks in life. Seneca reminds us that we may have little say in who our parents are, but we do have a choice on which friends and mentors we want. Look around you. Who are the people you spend most of your time with? Do they motivate and energize you, do your tasks, or do they drain your energy? Be more selective about who you allow to influence you. The people who surround you are just as vital as the air you breathe. It is important that you find those who would assist you blossom and motivate you to nurture the vision you want for yourself. 3. Reflect upon your answer. People tend to expect all things in their lives to occur according to their desires. Life is far more nuanced than that, filled with the unexpected and the unwelcome. However, Seneca certainly knew how to cope with that. It's not what happens to you, it's how you handle it. Recall the last instance you felt the weight of loss or hardship. Did it shatter you? Did it break you? Or did you manage to rise above it? Regardless, this time your answer and your response matters. In this case, which certainly paints vivid portraits of its own on every canvas. In this canvas, your mind is where you get to decide the image and strokes to accompany them. Each situation comes with its very new picture, rich with the cuts of wisdom and grace. That power tempered with elegance is where grit is born. 4. Endorse what matters. Life is full of distractions. As a result, we need to understand what requires our attention. Each time you agree to go out, you are saying no to the opportunity to do something else. It would be nice to reflect on this. Do my actions align with my values and goals in the future? Make a decision on what holds value and eliminate the rest. More so, it is not about the number of tasks completed, but their significance. Each time you say yes, you are spending time and effort on the task at hand. Focus on things that matter. 5. Be the absolute ruler of yourself. Resulting from self-discipline is the formation of oneself. Seneca has taught self-control is the ultimate virtue. Having one's actions, emotions, and thoughts in one's charge, and to have control over oneself is not to control others, but to wield authority over personal choices. The engagement in other activities is influenced by the presence of distractions, which is counterproductive. Maintaining focus while balancing motivation and self-restraint serves as an example of such self-preservation over baseless, immaterialistic tendencies. Remember, everything is a skill you learn and hone with time. 6. Respect time's nature. While it is quite obvious that time cannot be earned back once spent, it remains one of the most important resources. If provided the choice, would you ever be as reckless with your time as you supposedly would be treated with your prized possession? Can you even afford such quips? From the fountains of Seneca's wisdom, one ought to avoid performing senseless tasks. Pay attention to how your days are structured. Are there parts within that enjoy doing certain things but absolutely detest them? Balance your time to focus on what is truly significant. Manage your efforts so that they are not wasted on what is banal and lacking in depth and meaning. 7. Accept the challenge. Time and time again, the Romans merged Seneca and greatness, and debates ensued. Seneca's writings suggest that he indeed cultivated this thought. He even went as far as to state that stiffening the body to make it submissive to the will is helpful. It goes beyond a mere physical challenge, encompassing mental and emotional challenges too. With that, one must face self-imposed challenges and work harder against themselves. These are the aspects which make a difference. Why should I hit the gym? I loathe the gym. It's so distant from my house. Overcome is an exercise in overcoming. Character is built or lacking in this trial. Greatness begins with, for example, a person overcoming a struggling phase, fighting through or completing a tough workout, solving complicated relationship issues, or heading off due to clashes in leadership. One can say it is a fire which reshapes and contributes to the molding of the metal, which creates a circumference and connection. At Ironite, make a push for advancement when bringing about change in others. Share successes with them throughout the process. Seneca had a perspective of selflessness in which aiding others to grow has become life's purpose. As I mentioned before, motivating others while avoiding judging, controlling, or exerting authority over them is effective leadership. Another part of the vision includes thinking about the why concerning people supporting others. It is indispensable for everyone and is far-reaching. The impact is created when people support others, which help them become better. It is hope and the inspiration to always motivate others as well. 9. Practicing gratitude. Gratitude makes one acknowledge and appreciate actively participating in an engaged and meaningful life. Again, Stoic Seneca views did seem to overlook the concept of gratitude, but it surely remains central to the whole existence. Appreciate every single blessing offered to you, whether small or great accomplishments. Gratitude fosters positive feelings or outlook, contentment, and encourages resilience. It also helps a person remember all the positive things he possesses, even when they are in difficult situations. If you practice gratitude, you harness your inner strength in the most trying times. 10. Embrace self-directed lifelong learning. He was in the top tier who aimed to make everyone strive towards self-improvement into their old age. What effort are you making to acquire new knowledge and other competencies that aid in your development? Without continuous learning, CL, no one is able to keep pace with world challenges. It does not exist. Knowledge comes through reading, fresh experiences, skill acquisition, and on sea. The rapid change in society becomes a profound reality one learns to navigate through education. Acquiring knowledge equips one to adapt to changes. 11. Embrace vulnerability. It is strange, but the most common misconception is that vulnerability is a weakness. In fact, it is one core trait that deserves the greatest courage from oneself. Enables people to face fears, imperfections, and vulnerabilities as believed strength. It's possible to be authentic without meaningful connections and relationships, but cultivation of true connections is what builds the foundation of personal growth. It is only through real relationships that one can grow. 12. Resilience can be cultivated through adversity. Adversity is not a challenge. Instead, struggle can expose individuals to crafted chances likely made available by fate. Seneca's life painted a reality of resiliency. Instead of tightly held beliefs being perceived as failures, construe them as attempts to strengthen one's mind and body. Enduring is indeed the foundation of one's character. 13. Practice self-reflection. Regardless of awful it might feel, reflecting on personal life can be counterproductive, but is crucial to constructing a commendable professional life. Seneca advised that honors should think through their thoughts and actions on a day-to-day basis. More optimistically, self-reflection usually assists one in determining their strengths and areas that require improvement. 14. Develop the right mindset. Each person has a unique life, and everything done stems from a particular mindset. Consciously start changing how problems are viewed and shift to opportunities. Strong mindset allows one to go through problems without being affected by challenges life's present. 15. Lived in accordance to one's principles. Principles are the family or personal beliefs that every individual holds dear to as they guide one's existence. Seneca emphasized the importance of living life in congruence with one's values to make it more authentic and purpose-driven. Living in alignment with one's values fosters constructive relations and increases self-satisfaction and holistic well-being. In conclusion, it is evident that these 15 lessons provided by Seneca have the potential to change the world. But in today's society, they are overlooked because of modern perception. The primary focus of life should not be on seeking out perfection. Rather, focus on the endless journey of development and progress in your life. Incorporate these lessons throughout your daily activities and notice the transformation towards becoming your best self. Thank you for allowing me to.